Hello and welcome back to the Barley Roast.
Oh.
We're going to drink a craft beer, tell you what we think about it, and then we're going to talk about shit for a while. I'm Lee Fabian.
I am Philip Morgan.
I'm Damien Coleman.
You're Damien
And today,
Coleman?
Damien
Are you
Coleman.
Philip Morgan?
Yeah. Oh my, Damien
What?
Coleman!
Philip Morgan!
Oh my god!
You guys are idiots. Today we are drinking Dogfish Head SeaQuench Ale, which is a sour. It's got blackberry and limes, black limes.
I love this
Black
beer.
Sea salt.
I really do. I really love this beer.
It's really good, yeah.
It's not the first time I've ever had this. This is a great beach time beer.
Smells like a
It's
beer?
also a great I've had this. I showed one of the guys that is the owners of one of the paintball companies I work for. It's like I have 6 of these left.
It's a
yeah,
very
so about
strange beer.
Oh, it's
It's a sour.
sour.
Yes.
It's sour. It's great.
I have never tasted this taste in a beer before.
Yeah. Sours are actually becoming more and more popular. They're starting to take off.
It's not the most sour beer I've ever had, for sure.
No, it's so weird. It's like
Tastes like
it's
lime.
not bitter at all.
It tastes like lime.
Strange.
Yeah.
Tastes like not like Bud Light lime, because that shit is gross.
Yeah. It's like just the right amount of sour.
No, it's perfect.
No, yeah.
It's perfect because you can taste the
It
salt.
does.
It's just got
Oh yeah, total salt.
super salt, the saltiest,
The salt is
the
real.
saltness.
Yeah. It's good shit.
It's
And
good beer.
Dogfish Head is like pretty widely available, and so
I've heard
you
of
could
Dogfish
find
Head.
this pretty consistently.
We found
Yeah,
Dogfish Head up in where was it? North Carolina? Is that where we went for the solar
I
eclipse?
I
like pecan.
think so, yeah.
I like pecan.
Yeah, I think we did see it.
It's
Talking to
very
that beer consultant, basically.
He was a distributor.
Yeah, that guy. Talking
Yeah,
to him about all the
Ian and
beers.
I were talking to him for a good little while.
Good long while, not a
Like-
little while. I'm taking a hair off the microphone.
He actually got a call while he was talking to us, and I think it was like his wife or someone.
Besides the call that he got from his wife, he got another call.
Yeah,
got
he
two
got the one
calls.
from his wife and was like, "Hey babe, hold on, I'm talking beer," and just hung up.
Just hung up, super hung up. Like
That was it.
can't talk, beer talk,
Yeah,
talking beer.
yeah, it was really funny.
Beer.
And he got another call toward the end of the conversation where he was like, "All right, I gotta move these beers over to here," because they were taking cases of Bud and Miller and everything out of the Walmart that we were at and moving them to the nearby Publix because all the college kids were getting back in for the semester.
Oh, yeah.
No,
And
it
they were
it was spring break.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
It was
That
time,
would do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
so,
time for all of the
Stock
beer to
for
be
beer.
bought.
Yeah, and that was his 4th trip doing that.
Yeah.
They got to the point where he was like, "I can't take any more out of this Walmart or they will be empty." But we were asking him
Destroyed.
because I mentioned to him, I was like, "Hey, is there any nearby stores where we could get some good craft beer? I want to try some of the local stuff." He's like, "Oh, well, there's this place down the street, and it's like you should try these beers." I was like, "I've had those beers." He's like, "Oh, do tell," and we just went for
I am
20 minutes.
intrigued.
Do tell, do tell.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, it was one of those
It's
things
good,
where
yeah.
he started naming off beers, and there was a few that I knew. I was like, I've had those before.
yeah. He heavily recommended Duclaw, which we have down here.
Duclaw.
Yeah, I'll grab some Duclaw next time.
I am totally going to get some of the Independence Pass
Oh yeah.
for my D&D group.
Independence Pass.
Oh, it was so good. It was that beer. It was fantastic.
dreams
Yeah,
of that
you
beer.
really liked that one.
Oh,
yeah.
it was so good.
He dreams
Like,
of that beer.
I do. I do. Independence Pass was a fantastic beer. Out of all of the ones we've had,
Phil was recommended.
Yeah.
Independence Pass, absolutely. But this,
Put your face on it.
This is a great beer for
Recommend
if you
it.
want to spend some time around the ocean, you want to spend some time on the boat, you want to spend some time out in the sun in general. Fuck Corona.
This is a very
Just
beat.
go
This is a very
straight.
beats beer.
Just go straight to
I
the
can see that. I
fucking
can see-
SeaQuench Ale. It is the outside beer. It is the outside beer of choice. I'm gonna hang out in the sun for a long period of time. SeaQuench.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
And you could say that about a lot of sours. Just sour beers in general. They do that very well.
I haven't had a lot of
Scream
sours
beats.
though.
I've had quite a few.
This is
Okay.
I think
I
the
had-
best sour I've ever had.
I went to this was a couple years ago. This is 2 years
Oh
ago.
God.
I've had a couple
the sourness.
UFOs, but never any
Yeah.
besides sours. Besides maybe this and maybe two more that I can't remember the name of.
Wow.
UFOs.
But
Unfiltered beers. Like, you have chunks of whatever the fuck it is. Like, I had a raspberry beer.
Yeah, you get like all the sediment and everything floating around in the beer.
It was a thick beer. It was a thick beer because there was a lot of body to it, because there was a lot of, like, raspberry chunks to it.
Yeah.
It was delicious, but it's a little too heavy. A little too heavy for my stomach.
That's how it goes sometimes. But
well, if you have too many beers too.
Yeah, but like I think it was 2 years ago. I went with Skylar and Monica and a whole bunch of people. There were like 8 of us. We went down to Jay Wakefield's 2nd year anniversary, and they. So a lot of the times when breweries, at least the locals, have anniversaries, they'll throw like giant block parties. Like they close down a street and they have like food trucks.
It's lit.
It's lit.
Yeah, it's a whole festival.
I'll get the pen. It's lit.
And they have tents everywhere with guest taps and breweries and everything. And one of the ones they had was
I think my pen says "Stay Lit." Actually,
yeah,
it does.
I think it is "Stay Lit." Yeah, but
Westboro Baptist Church on fire. Stay lit.
Yeah,
Yes.
But one of the guest taps that they had,
and that hat,
Oh, I have the pen.
and that pin,
Yeah.
the pin on everything.
Well, I have the pen.
It's a great thing.
Jake the Chong.
Anyway. We just destroyed your story in the middle.
no, fuck it, it's totally fine. Nothing to say about it.
To be fair, this happens to Lee a lot.
All the fucking time. Oh my god.
All the time. Anytime we are
It's
ever
just my life.
Anytime we are ever hanging out with like any of our friends and Leah's there,
Cursed to be interrupted.
Yeah.
interrupted and derailed. Hardcore. Not even just interrupted. Like interrupted and just like straight derailed.
Another tangent.
Spider-Man derail this thread. Like,
Yeah.
Seriously, post a Spider-Man picture.
Derail
Yeah,
thread.
done.
Like super derail thread.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
It never fails. It's just my life.
Never fails.
It's just my life. I have so
Lives
many
it.
like half-told stories.
He just lives with it at this point. Well,
I
let's
love
not
your
make this
half-told
one.
stories because I've heard a lot of them.
Yeah. No, but so one of the guest taps that they had at
Your knee is moving.
yeah,
my friend.
I've got
Your knee-
restless leg.
Calm down there.
But one of the guest taps that they had was Wicked Weed's Black Angel, and
Cool name.
their Angel series for Wicked Weed is it's a different take on a sour every single time. So like a lot of the time they'll barrel age it, sometimes they won't. With Black Angel, it's a cherry sour,
Okay.
and it's basically a sour stout,
Oh, I'm dying.
and it is
I haven't been
fucking
home
great.
for days.
It is so good because it pours like charcoal black.
Yeah,
It's like
oh,
thick
God.
and syrupy and just like super heavy on the body, and I love it. And then you drink it, and it's a cherry sour.
I have to blow my nose. I have to blow my nose.
We're gonna take
We'll be right back.
quick second.
I'm sorry, I get real stuffy. I'm allergic to cats, and I own 2. So, when I'm gone for a long period of time, especially when I'm reffing paintball tournaments, I get super stuffy. Come home, pet my cats, instantly just start watering from the eyes. Like, oh my god, I love you. You're so cute, but I'm just dying. Please kill me. So, yeah.
Alright, Lee story part 3.
Oh, no, I said what I had to actually.
Or did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was
We're
just
done.
saying, like they had
Oh.
this like sour stout that was fucking phenomenal.
Black
Alright,
cherries. Black
Black-
cherries.
black
Oh,
cherry
sour?
It was a sour.
It's a stout sour.
Yeah, essentially.
A sour stout, if you will.
That sounds great.
Because like it poured
Sounds
and
so
drank,
good.
it poured and drank like a stout, but it was a cherry sour, and it's fucking good. It's so
Poured
goddamn
and
good.
drank like, so it had.
That's
the
my favorite
body,
beer.
Had the body of a stout,
Yeah,
but the flavor of a
Favorite
sour.
beer.
yeah.
Just like look at Damien's cup. Like
What?
it just looks like a candy melted down, like a fucking sour candy.
Kinda
melted
looks
down.
like-
Kind of like a butterscotch, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I have a little more foam to the edges.
Yeah.
Yours is a little more depictable.
It looks like a
still has that.
cloudier
It still
color.
has. Yeah, it's very cloudy.
It kind of looks
Very
like a cloudy apple juice.
And there's no carbonation in the sense of, like, there's no bubbles coming up the
Yeah,
sides.
it is super cloudy though.
I don't think this is unfiltered, is it?
Unfiltered.
It's not
A
a UFO.
UFO. A UFA,
No, it's
unidentified
not.
flying ale.
Shut the fuck up.
Jesus Christ. What did you just say to me, Damien? Damien? Oh, God.
Unidentified flying ale.
Alright, enough of that. How was your guys' weekend?
It's pretty good.
Yes, you did stuff.
Busy. No, actually, I did a lot.
Okay.
It was mostly just like house and yard work. So, 2 of our dogs found a hole in the fence.
Oh, God.
That's always fun.
That's the best.
2 out of the 3. The other
That's
3
the
don't.
best.
The other 3 did not get out. 2 of them will not go out. They don't care.
It's basically break prison.
Yeah. The third
It's not
one,
prison break, it's break prison.
Break
Because
prison.
half of that show was them breaking the prison to escape prison.
Yeah. But
Spoiler.
so 2 of the dogs got out,
Swoon.
and they found a house 2 blocks over that has chickens,
Oh,
and they got
that's not
into
fun.
the chicken coop, and they killed 7 chickens.
That's a
Yeah.
lucky number of chickens.
So we
7.
spent the vast majority of the weekend just clearing away brush, repairing fence sections. We found
Did you find any dead chickens?
no dead chickens. Like not in our yard at least. My mom found them
No,
in
there
the
were
other
7
yard.
in the other yard.
7 of them. Yeah. But
That's fantastic. That's amazing.
yeah, just a murder frenzy of chickens. But yeah, so we spent the entire weekend just finding holes and patching holes in the fence and just trying to make sure they don't go back out, because they're gonna go back to that same house. They know where it is now.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a taste for blood. They want murder.
Highlight of my weekend. I got a dryer. There we go.
it's true.
I know.
It's true.
Dude,
I wish I had
Adult
a dryer.
stuff.
I wish I had a
Adult stuff,
washer in
man.
my apartment, but it's too small. It's far too small.
adult gifts. That's what someone
Oh,
called it the
Yeah,
other day. I was
adult
talking
gifts.
to them. They're like, yeah, adult gifts are awesome.
they're
Yeah,
It's like,
amazing.
what?
The
Someone
washer-
gifted me an oven. I would love that. Oh God, I don't think you understand how happy I'd be for an oven.
Dude, my dad had a.
I have an oven. It's shitty.
I have a toaster oven that's got a little pizza cooker on the bottom of it. And
I mean, I'd be happy with one of those too.
It's awesome.
Somebody
I got
bought me a rice cooker, and I was in such fucking.
Dude, I
Rice cooker.
have a microwave with a grill setting,
Oh yeah.
and they're like you even have like the grill thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
weird.
a charcoal grill.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't need this. I'm gonna drop it off at your house for a time.
I haven't used a grill thing.
Oh, I love charcoal grills. They're great. They're
Oh,
great.
the,
I just love cooking. I love cooking in general.
This little toaster oven, it was actually my sister's, because her old place, she didn't have an oven, so she got this like fancy ass toaster oven where it's got like all kinds of fucking different settings. And it's got a little pizza cooker in it. It's got like it's like this fucking tall. You got like 2 different racks in it. It's a nice.
fancy.
That's a nice ass
That's
toaster oven.
fancy.
It's
Fancier than I ever seen.
it's a real fancy toaster
pretty-
oven. I'm
I'm not-
keeping that shit. That's
I'm not
mine now.
fancy.
That is the darndest, fanciest,
Darndest,
toaster-
the darndest,
the darndest.
That's the
thing.
damnedest, fanciest, darndest thing I ever seen.
Ever Sam Saint.
Sam Sings.
It's after those 2 bottles. You gotta understand. I just
No.
came from D&D. Like, my characters are drunk people.
I typically play drunk bruisers.
I have to find this. I'm gonna walk away. You can keep talking. I have to find this.
Okay.
My D&D group bought me
Oh, here we go.
a tiny cup because I play a gnome in my evil campaign. A gnome! Look at my gnome-sized cup. My gnome-sized fucking cup that they bought me. This thing is beautiful.
I demand that
That's
Phil
awesome.
drinks his beer out of that every time. Yes. Where did it all fit?
It fits
Oh,
a decent
Oh,
amount.
No!
And we failed again.
That's what you get for pouring straight down into the cup.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're bad at hands. Like, what do you need?
I feel the blame, but I instigated that.
You
Little bit.
I was
instigator. Damien's the
I
instigator.
did it.
Damien, you damn
I gave him
instigator.
the idea.
Now I spilled beer on my fucking blanket that I sit and play video games wrapped up in. You don't think I'm kidding?
Oh no, no.
The softness of this blanket.
I have not
it
been
is a nice
sent my
blanket.
debit card in over 2 weeks. I requested a new debit card, and they did not send it to me.
It should have been here within
I got an
within
email.
10 days.
I got an email. Why
Sorry.
haven't you activated your debit card yet? Maybe because you did not send it to me.
Yeah, usually
It makes sense.
it's here within 10 days. Like 10 days is the cutoff.
Yeah, well, it's 5 to 7 days. Some odd something.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, you like my little tiny glass?
It's amazing.
I love it. I
I
love it. It's so good.
On the subject of
handmade?
debit cards, I had...
It smells like leather.
So I had the chip on my debit card like a year ago. It got like scuffed up, so it wasn't readable. So I had to get a new debit card. So I go online, and I put in the request for a new one, and they're like, "Okay, we'll send it to you. It'll arrive within 5 to 10 days, or 5 to 7, 7 to 10, however long it took. And the old one will deactivate when you activate the new one." I was like, "Okay, cool." The next day, the card that I had gets deactivated.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Dunzo bunzo.
I have no money. I can't get my money until I get this new card. What the fuck am I gonna, like... How am I gonna feed myself? I got no food.
Okay, so
I got no food.
remember that time where we had to go and deal with my legal shit?
Yeah.
And they took my... Excuse me. They took my,
Your ID.
Wait,
Oh. Huh.
what's happening?
Listen to that.
You can't... I don't think the mic's gonna pick it up.
Whatever. It's
fizzling.
just super foamy. It's just like super sizzly. It's probably because of the cup. And like the
It's a little more porous.
oxidants. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But, I went to go pay for the reinstatement of my license. They were like, "Oh, you have a debit card?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Debit card. You have an ID?" "Oh, well, you're going to have to go and get cash."
Dunsky.
Dunzo bunzo. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
That
it was
sucks.
right there. It was not very far. We went and got lunch first, but
Mhm.
it's still... And then after everything, I went to a court meeting, and then I was like, "Hey, someone keeps trying to access my card." Like, kept seeing these random $1 charges on my card that I don't know what they were. "All right, we're gonna cancel your card, and we'll send you a new one." This was
Phone!
the
Phone, where'd you go?
Phone!
Phone! Phone! Oh, phone!
Come here, phone.
Phone!
Kidding me?
God dang it,
I
Phil.
am kidding you. I am. This was the low battery. Shut up, iPhone.
My debit card information was stolen once.
It was the 5th.
They took like $700.
That was the 5th?
It was the 5th.
Fuck.
And I called.
That was 21 days ago.
I called them and asked them to send me a new debit card. 21 days ago.
Call them again and be like, "Hey, where the
Yeah,
fuck's my
you know,
card?"
I need this.
I'm going into the branch, and just like,
Yeah, do that.
"Hey, friend,
Do that.
I need a new debit card.
Walk in with that cup full of coffee. Hey, man.
Espresso.
Espresso.
Not even espresso.
Cuban coffee.
Cuban coffee.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That stuff is amazing. You want to stay awake for the next 2 days? Cuban coffee.
Yeah.
A thermos full of Cuban coffee. Dunzo. Dunzo bun. You may hallucinate.
You may hallucinate.
That's just from staying awake for too long.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I got my debit card information stolen. They took like $700 from me.
Yeah, I had that.
It wasn't all in one go though. It was just like $5 here, like $2 there, $5 more here. And it was like in France or like Mexico. I was like, what's happening? And PNC finally called me and was like, hey, That's some suspicious activity on your card, man. I was like, what do you mean? Logging your account? $700 gone.
Damn.
What's going on?
I've had that
It
happen.
was terrible.
It was up to $500. I'm just like, straight up porn. Straight up porn.
Damn, someone had a feeding
Straight
frenzy.
up porn. I was like,
Someone had a beat down.
it was
Yeah.
XX
You know what I
girls
mean?
fuck XX girls anal. Like it was like the card reading.
Girl on
of-
girl anal.
Yeah, it was
Amazing.
ridiculous. I was like, no. No. What was the last thing you purchased? A lightsaber on the internet. Like,
Well, damn.
I went from
Yeah, that's
lightsabers
pretty-
to porn. $500 worth of porn. Man, I don't need no porn. You got Tumblr. What the fuck? The fuck do you
yeah.
mean you need porn?
Who the fuck pays for porn?
What?
Seriously.
What?
You know how many free porn
Who
websites
pays
are?
for porn? Who
Apparently, the guy that
People
got your
who...
info.
You killed your beer.
Yeah.
I
Because
mean,
it's so fucking easy to
It's
drink.
so smooth. It's so easy to drink. That's the problem.
You people making me...
I'm almost done. I've got my gnome glass out. I have got my D&D gnome cup. My character because they set my clothes on fire in my D&D campaign. I am the definition of a backpack cannon. I ride
Do you have
on...
a-
No.
Do you ride in a backpack?
No. I ride in a chair that has a canopy over me because I'm better than that. Because I'm a lord. I'm a lord.
You're a lord gnome.
I ride on my cleric's back who wears a backpack. Like Gronk.
Yeah.
It's straight up like Gronk. It's straight up like Gronk from the Emperor's New Groove.
Gronk?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, dude.
I
Oh, man.
And I will cast spells from Whoop-doom! Whoop-doom! All the time. Straight up from my cleric's back. Like, he's being attacked, let me put a fireball in this guy's face. Like, I mean, we take some damage, but, you know, I'm fireproof, so it doesn't matter.
I did something similar when I took my trip to Seattle. The group that I was with...
But the tiny gnome cup.
Yeah, the group I was with when I was in Washington, we were there for 10 days. And they were like, do you want to do a D&D session? I was like, we were all like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And
You can cover a lot of time in 10 days if you play every
no,
night
we
for a
we
couple
did
hours.
we did a one-off.
That's a lot of D&D.
Where
you can finish almost half a campaign in 10 days real quick.
if
I think I've ever finished a
depending
campaign.
on the campaign, some campaigns can go a couple of years depending on.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
As
But,
long as you don't die in your
anyway.
campaign.
Sidetrack. Finish my fucking story.
Here we go again.
Yeah, like fucking. So
Gnome cup.
they were like, yeah, they had a Wednesday session that they went to every week, and they happened to be in a battlefield, like in a war, like on a battlefield, and they're like, the whole session is going to take place on this battlefield. So, like, we have our characters that are already there. You guys, you can make a character. Currently, we're at level 6. The DM said you could do level 7 because fuck it. So
Start at level 7?
Start at level 7.
Huh.
So we had our one-off level 7
That's
characters come in to help the level 6 characters on this battlefield. And my character was a 7-foot-tall half-orc barbarian. And my friend Mike's character was a gnome barbarian that specialized in grapple and unarmed combat and wore spiked armor. And he sat on my shoulder, and I took the throw anything feat, so when we entered battle, I would just throw him at people.
That is amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I play... So gnomes have the highest intelligence out of any race in D&D. Gnomes have the highest intelligence. So, like, they're made wizards. Like, they're made wizards and sorcerers. Like, they're perfect for wizards and sorcerers. Oh, absolutely. I have a spell save of 19. Like, you have to beat a 19 for my fucking fire shit to not hit you. Because I just specialize in fire pyromancy. Like, it's amazing.
You're
Just
like an arsonist gnome.
I said
Pyromaniac.
I set an entire
Pyromaniac.
town on fire.
It happens.
No, I did it on purpose.
Oh.
Like,
It
it's
happens.
an evil campaign. Like, oh,
Oh,
we're gonna take over the world? Fuck this town. I asked my DM, I was like, hey, I'm gonna roll for a firestorm. What do you mean? Like, firestorm? No, I mean, like, a firestorm.
mhm.
Okay. Roll with, one of my buddies is like, I'm gonna give you guidance. One of my buddies is like, I'm gonna give you advantage. I'm gonna give you luck. I had a 35 with everything. With all of the buffs and everything. I had a 35. He was like, so you guys are walking away from the town, and you see these red clouds start to appear. Dinglebingus. Lord
Dinglebingus.
Dinglebingus!
The Pyromaniac,
Yes.
Pyromancer.
No.
No.
Lord Dinglebingus. It's fantastic. I was wearing normal clothes up until they dropped me. They were arguing over an item, and they wrestled, and they dropped me, and I was in the chair, and I only had 1 health, and they crushed me in the chair, and
Oh.
I went instantly down, again, for the 4th time. For the 4th time! And they brought me to a bar, and one of my characters just shoved alcohol in my mouth, like, this'll help, right? So I woke up blind.
Happens.
I woke
Also
up.
happens.
I woke up like Neo in the Matrix, where you can only see like the pixels. Like you can only
Yeah.
see. I couldn't see people. I could only see shapes of buildings and like structures and stuff like that. But people were negative space. Up until I put on like this eye of whatever, and then rubbed a salve of like remove poison on myself. And my DM was like, "Whoa!" It was like alcohol's a poison. Get out. You're right. Alcohol is a poison. Okay. All right. Done.
Alright.
Now I can see again.
That's good.
Where's my pants? Where's my clothes? Oh, we set them on fire while you were sleeping. Why did you set my clothes? I'm strapped to my cleric's chest. Like I'm like
like
baby,
a little papoose.
like a baby harness
Yeah.
strapped to my cleric's chest, eating breakfast, naked as shit. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna sit
I'm
here
accepting
until
this.
I can go outside. Then we go outside, and the first thing I do, because I have control flames, I just fucking blew up a fucking barrel, set it on fire, pulled the flames over to me, set the rope that was strapping me to the fucking cleric's body on fire, dropped down, and just walked away. Continued eating. Came back, walked back up naked to my party, like, what are you guys gonna do about this? You guys set my clothes on fire. They're like, let's go to the first robe maker's shop. They buy me a Hugh Hefner robe. Like, a Hugh Hefner robe. Just barely
That's good.
stops.
That's fashionable.
Yeah. So I made a little mini. He's got a Hugh Hefner robe, man. And bunny slippers. It's the greatest thing ever. He's holding a whiskey bottle in his hand with his staff, like on fire. It's just so good.
Oh,
Hero
man.
Forge. Hero Forge
My
is a
friends.
fantastic website to make D&D minis.
Did CJ ever tell you about his most recent D&D character?
No.
No?
No.
His character, he's literally a wizard that's trapped in a staff. And he walks around, he has an ethereal mage hand that floats around and carries him.
That's amazing.
And he knows catapult, so what does he do? He flings himself at people. And because he's such a powerful mage, because he's in a staff, he literally just impales them. With catapult.
That's fantastic.
It's terrible.
Oh, God.
That same campaign, when I was in Washington, we the boss for that battle was it was like an ethereal demon, and one of the ways that because we were having trouble hitting it because it's ethereal, so every swing, even if we pass its AC to hit it, it's still a half and half chance of actually hitting it. So it's like going around casting spells, and we're just having trouble hitting it because it fucking flies, and none of us can. So at one point, I wasn't close enough to actually make an attack, So I was just like, I'm gonna try to distract it or provoke it or something just to get it to stop moving. And the DM's like, okay, make your roll. And I roll, I was like, 17. He goes, alright, what do you do? I was like, I lift my cod piece and helicopter. And he goes, alright. So, you didn't quite roll high enough to distract him, but you rolled high enough to distract these other people, and I distracted half of my own team in the process of trying to distract the enemy. So for one full turn, half of the party was just staring at my orcs like helicoptering dick.
That's fantastic.
When rolls go wrong.
That's so good.
Yep.
when rolls are bad.
I freaking... I love that. I love that shirt or that saying. It's like you attempt to push the orc off a cliff, and you roll a 1. It's like you fail. You gently caress his back. He is uncomfortable.
Oh god! I rolled 2 nat 1s tonight.
Oh,
2 what?
I went.
Are you playing with crit fails or?
I play a cleric on my Monday campaigns. So I played my cleric, and I went to go pray to my god to have somebody like teleport to me. Rolled 2. I was just like,
well, it's not happening.
even with all the buffs, it was only like a 9. I was like, like nothing happened. The straight up was just like, I love you, God. It's so great because I pray to the god of Bess.
Oh yeah,
it's Bess, the god of cats and vengeance.
Ooh,
Cats and vengeance. It's a chaotic good god.
they're so I assume
we play a good campaign in this one. In my other campaign, Lord Dinglebingus is a chaotic evil. Like he's like I just get real drunk and set stuff on fire.
I'm honestly surprised that vengeance is a chaotic good thing.
Right? Good.
That would surprise me.
Good.
Yeah, the whole like morality spectrum or alignment. It doesn't
Well, it's
it doesn't work
god.
exactly
It's
how
an
you would
ancient
expect.
It's almost like Egyptian god in the whole like book system. But yeah, no, it does not work the way you would expect.
Yeah.
At all.
No, the alignment, you have to actually like read into what each one means because a lot of people play them the wrong way.
Oh, definitely.
But I assume you're not playing with the crit fail deck.
You gotta be true neutral.
The critical fail deck is when you roll a natural 1 on like making an attack, you shuffle up this deck of cards and then you draw it, and whatever it says is what happens to your character. So you'll get ones that are like you cleave off your own leg. Some will say like if you're using a bow, it'll be like it ricochets off a rock and you kill your teammate.
No, we do not.
It's such
but that is amazing.
It's such a dick way to play.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
no. My buddy has my buddy's doing a thing where he's having the cards, where it's they're like tarot cards. What's it called? The deck of many things.
Okay.
The deck of many things.
So like, draw a card, and the card has a meaning, and sometimes you die. Sometimes you get real good things. Sometimes you get 67,000 XP.
Sometimes you just never know.
Mike went on a fucking drawing spree and went from level 2 in just from level 2 to level 11.
Damn.
And then he was attacked by the Grim Reaper himself.
Fucked.
And that was just from
forever.
That was just from
you're cheating.
bullshitting drawing cards.
Yeah.
That was just from that. But thank you guys for joining us on the Barley Roast. We will see you on Saturday. If you love us, send us a comment. If you don't love us, send us some hate mail.
Yeah.
Give us a like, subscribe. That's
Bye.
about it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.